Hello. Honestly, the scariest thing about the music. Sorry, I was going to say the scariest thing about the stream so far is the music. Like the game, it goes like really quiet, and then it goes boing, and Jesus, fucking like that, like scares the shit out of me. Jesus Christ. Cool. Well, how are we doing, folks? Welcome. Oh God, to some Duskers, some goddamn Duskers. How the hell are we? So Jane was like, "Oh, you should play some Duskers." That's how Jane sounds. You should play some Duskers, Chuck. And yeah, here we are, playing some Duskers. The least I could do. She was getting all upset about the idea of me volunteering to have like a special eye test done. Gonna take my eyes, man. No, it's essentially, yeah. What happened was, there's this you have to forgive me. There's this type of eye test called like a shut up, or at least turn it down. There's a type of eye test called like a Goldman pressure test, which is where like they use like a special probe to just put some pressure on the front of the eye, and yeah, Jane was like, "You're gonna lose your eyesight." It's just not really as bad as all that, but you know, she cares. She cares. Yeah, which is interesting. You know, she was envisioning. Do you know, like the probe from Dead Space, like the eye probe? That's what she was imagining. Yeah. To be fair, I was a little bit like, because I didn't realize what I signed up for, because initially, like, what work needed was 4 volunteers to do this special pressure test, and I was like, pressure tests are like not that bad. The pressure machines that we have at work are just a puff in the eye, like it's a puff in the eye. It's like a little puff of air to the back of the eye, and it's not that bad. It's not that bad. It's a little bit weird, but it's not bad. They were like, we just need some people to do some pressure tests, and I was like, yeah, chill, that's fine. And then as soon as I start asking questions, I realised that they want to like use like this like special prism, because like what this Goldman pressure test is, and it is the best way of doing a pressure test. It's designed to check, if I'm not mistaken, the hardness of the cornea. To basically see the amount of pressure that's built up in the eye that could potentially be a sign of glaucoma. But it's a very good way of helping to detect glaucoma, which is where like I'm not sure which one glaucoma is actually. Totally forgotten. I think I'm getting it confused with a cataract. Anyway, that's essentially what this test is for. It's a little bit more reliable than the puff of air, and it does, however, mean that a piece of like probe, a sterile piece of glass, has to make contact with your eyeball, which just I just kind of shivered, and I was like, I'm having second thoughts, and basically all these optometrists were coming over, and it was like fucking. Basically, it was too late to back out, but thankfully they like had to cancel it last minute, and I won't be volunteering again. So yeah, that was interesting. Literally what I said. Literally what you said, Corson. It's a ball touching your eye. Yeah, it's some sort of prism. Exactly that, Corson. So yeah, I decided not to go with that. Part of the reason was that what they have to do is they have to obviously numb your eye. And sometimes the agent that they use to numb your eye, numb your eye, can like really dilate your pupils. Do you know, if you've ever had your pupils dilated, where everything is like you're like staring at bright lights on a foggy morning, like that kind of like cascading light effect everywhere, and you can't see a thing. You don't even notice it. Yeah, to be fair, that's what it's all about. But yeah, it's essentially eyesight gets blurry as fuck. Exactly. If I would have done that test, there probably wouldn't have been a stream tonight, because I'd have been going, "What? Who are you? Get away from me!" Oh dear. But yeah. Anyway, here I am. Didn't have the test. Don't really like the idea of getting a probe in the eye, but I volunteered stupidly without asking too many questions. I assumed, and as the old saying goes, the old saying goes, I should say, never assume, for it makes an ass out of you and me, as the old assume as a word goes. So yeah, actually sounds like a cool test. Actually, yeah, I suppose it's, well, in terms of like sort of eye health, it's a fantastic test. Very one of the more sort of, if you go to like an eye hospital and you need to have a pressure test done. To like seriously check for glaucoma, where it's like you're at real risk of it, chances are you'll go for a Goldman test instead of say like just a traditional sort of puff of air like standard sort of pressures test. Anyway, more Duskers. Welcome back, everyone. Again, we've been away for a couple of days. I've been down at Jane's viewing a house. Oh my god, again that cucked by the estate agent, or in this case cucked by my mobile phone. Allow me to elaborate. My mobile phone, and it's an old phone. Bear in mind, it's not that old. It's a Samsung Galaxy J2. So they made like, I'm pretty sure they made like A series, like A2, A3, A4. This is a J variant. What that means in practical terms, I have no idea. All right, but it's a Samsung Galaxy J2, and it's very specifically here in the UK, it's on the 3 network. And I don't know what. I don't know what they're paying. I don't know where my money goes, right? Whether it's just on staff salaries or what. But there is, like, no 3 cell tower, like, anywhere near me, like, at all. And literally, in my bedroom, I get almost no signal here. Brilliant phone. It's not a bad phone at all. There is literally no signal in my bedroom, like, Wi-Fi or otherwise. And essentially, what happened was on the Friday, on my day off, obviously my phone would have been in here, and the estate agents have tried to call me, but because there's literally no signal in the middle of the city, like I say the middle of the city centre, in the middle of the suburbs, like I didn't receive the call at all. And so what had happened was, the place that I was going to view, the landlord agreed a private letting whilst the estate agent was essentially closed over the weekend. And I got on the train, I got there, bearing in mind that the viewing was at 9:30 in the morning. I got to the place to view it, rang the estate agent 10 minutes before I was due for the viewing, just to confirm that I was at the right address, and then they went, yeah, sorry, it's not on the market anymore. I was like, what? I've been here since, because it was, to get to this, because at the place where it was, like, there was, like, 1 train every hour, and, like, it was, like, the viewing was at 9:30, but the 9:30 train pulled in at, like, 9:33, so I wanted to make sure I was there just a little bit early, just, you know, for the sake of pottering around. And it was like, ah! Then you had to strike a deal with the owner and then swipe it, yeah. Did they not have your email address? Yes, they did, but they didn't email me at all. Not an email address at all. Or, sorry, not an email at all. I read it out to the lady when I registered for the viewing, took my name, took my contact number and took my email address. No email. Just a phone call. 1 phone call at 1 o'clock on a Friday afternoon. And that was it. That was the only attempt to make contact. So literally 10 minutes before the viewing, I'm standing in the frigid wind outside a house that I think is right, because the listing doesn't list the actual house number, just the street that it's on. And it's only a short street. And I'm there, and I am... oh, God, me knackers are frozen, you know, like... They're in jeans and me jacket, me hat and me gloves. And yeah, I ring the estate agent 10 minutes before the viewing and like, I'm really sorry, but yeah, it's not there anymore. And it's like, but it wasn't like, and this is kind of a sign of the times. Like, tragically, I wasn't even annoyed because a Tesco next to the place that I was viewing sold the curry powder that I like. And, like, it's quite difficult to get hold of this curry powder because it's really nice. It's Schwartz medium curry powder. And I saw it in the supermarket and I was like, I ain't even mad, bro. I ain't even mad. I bought 2 of them. I was like, oh. And then it was like an hour till the next train, so I ended up just doing my, like week shop in that Tesco. Got all of this stuff for tea. Got some bagels, wholemeal bagels. I'm very much on a bagel trend at the moment. I have no idea why. I've very much been on my wholemeal bagels. Like, it's like just like all of your week's allocation of fibre in one hard to chew, stomach punching treat, which is fantastic. Went full housewife. I did exactly. Take what you can, I guess. Yeah. So like, I now know that if I'm at Jane's, all I have to do is catch a train to a supermarket 2.5 miles away to go and get me some curry powder, and fucking I will. Absolutely will. Bagels are amazing, that's it. Best bread. Well, tiger bread. I think tiger bread or tiger loaf is best bread. Oh, like just, that's probably best bread. But definitely bagels are up there in the top 10. Anyway, we've been online. We've been live for 16 minutes and not a single scream, drone, and or death has occurred. 2.5 miles just what there could do. Right then, so let's see here. Uncut Tiger Bread rules, that's it. Is this game a stream game or just a chatting? Not a complaint. We're getting to the game faster. We are getting there. sort of introductions. I'm trying to think what else has been going on today. It's quite busy in the store today, as it so tends to be. Like, I'm pretty sure I'm going to get to loading up the game here, but I'm almost certain. In fact, do I even have Duskers installed? No. Okay, I don't think it's a very big. It's 225 meg. Okay, we can live with that. Yeah, like fucking. I'm sure there's meant to be like a decline. Like, I'm sure I've read a leaflet or a news article somewhere that's meant to say, like, oh, retail sales are dropping and landlords and businesses are struggling to have their, rent arrears paid, and it's like, it kind of like, not in my shop, not in our shop. It's just the customer like amount skyrockets past 1 o'clock, and then as soon as it's like 3:15 hits and the kids break up from school, like, oh my god, there's thousands of it's like a swarm of locusts. It's a swarm of 5'4" texting locusts, and they just flood into the shop, and there's millions of them, and you're drowning in kids, and there's nothing you can do about it. It's all part of the job. Oh, kill me. Right. Okay, sorry, I was getting sort of Vietnam flashbacks to the day's work there. Right then, let's have a look here. So, display quality, we're going to go with fantastic, and I think we're going to choose the right monitor. And you know what? Just because I'm going to treat myself, I'm going to play in 1080p just as a treat. Okay. Well, that's the game booted. Let me see if I can find. Does it have a capture window? Squints again. Doesn't look like it has a capture window. Poor Duskers. What a poor guy. Let's make him a game capture window. I didn't know whether I was going to play Duskers tonight, and I literally just, that says Duckers. I hasten to add that I don't have my glasses on, nor do I really know where they are at the moment. Game intro. Where am I? What year is it? What year is it? Game scene. That's it. I can't see. I tell you what, I'm blind anyway. I could have done the test and had my pupils dilate and make no fucking difference at all. Duskers. And then we'll go to like one of the other game capture windows and then just steal everything in it. Yeah, we'll go to this one, then we'll go here, and then we'll come here. Come on. Copy, good lad, and then paste, no. Look, friends. Copy. Right? Not like that. Not like that, you turd. Right, okay, down here. Right? Paste. Duplicate. Come on, you can do it, OBS. I'm beginning to believe. Come on. Copy. Oh. Let's try This Is the Police. Maybe this one will work. And I don't want to paste the reference. I want to, look. Copy. Paste. Yes! The power of technology. Right, okay. And then we'll delete that game capture window. Then we'll add another fresh one. Game add new source. I see dead screens. We're working on it. Friends. That is interesting. Specific window. Duskers.exe. Duskers.jpg. Here we go. And then, ladies and germs, he closes this fucking soundtrack that I'm not even sure is officially endorsed by the game. He clicks this button, and the game did load. Fantastic. So, Duskers boot utility. So, what is Duskers? I see people ask in chat. Joe, what is this game that you have thrust upon my eye sockets this evening? Well, good sir, allow me to explain. Duskers is a, like, I don't even know how to describe it. It's like a procedurally generated, like, a roguelike sort of dungeon crawler set up in the style of an operating system designed to control salvage drones through derelict spaceships. Okay, the game will explain it very loosely, but essentially the scope or the idea of the game is that you are a crew member of a salvage vessel operating in deep uncharted space, salvaging derelicts, salvaging wrecks, and for whatever reason, all of the crew on your ship goes missing. Like, nobody, they just gone. Right? They're like, you never see them again. and you are stuck in deep space with limited provisions and supplies. And so you repurpose these salvage drones and use them to essentially go to the derelicts and gather as many supplies as you can in order to make it back to charted space. Okay? So you've got to go from pillar to post and explore and try and piece together what happened. As we explore new ships, we'll get new pieces of intel and dialogue from corrupt ship drives. And there's also like a gameplay element as well. It's not just like a text adventure game. What we will learn over the course of this stream is that I can't spell. I cannot type quickly. I'm a boomer. I am a boomer lost in space. Which is interesting. Just like Star Citizen, exactly. 72 Evolution, thank you very much there for the Switch Prime sub. And indeed to Grishnag, I'm afraid I did miss your sub there. Thank you very much to the both of you for 15 and 20 months respectively. Thank you very much. There was also another thing as well. Thank you very much. I forget his name. I don't want to say his name on stream. There was a new $10 Patreon. If that was you hiding in the chat there, thank you very much for that. That was very, very kind of you. Boomer Lost in Space should be the stream title. That's maybe the next time. Your drones are going to go kaboomer. I see what he did there. Hugh soils himself. There you go, Ashtaroth. There you go, you see. So it's reasonably... It's not scary, but I scream like a little girl, and that is scary. Sudden, violent screaming. So let's hit the P key, and let's load up the game. We strongly recommend that you take the drone operator training if this is your first time. It is not my first time, so we click N. Initializing. So the whole thing is quite meta in that the game is styled around like it's one of these like it's almost like an augmented reality game in that the game centers around you as a player, right, as the protagonist in the game, just literally on a derelict ship, sitting at your cargo console or sitting at your drone operation console, and the game sells it as if, you know, as I sit in my bedroom here, I am the protagonist sitting at like this. My Razer Death Adder and my Black Widow keyboard is the drone console. Very upmarket. Ship was owned by a gamer back in the day. Thank you very much there to Tacitus for the tier 1 sub for 6 months, sir. Overlay. I think the overlay is gone, isn't it? I think is it gone? Which is the kind of horror I prefer anyway. Fantastic. CRT monitor though, exactly. I only game on CRT monitors. I need about 8 feet of desk. For like 3 screens, like 2 screens. How dare you not use a Logitech mouse? I've begged for forgiveness, Moda. Okay then, so loading BIOS, salvage vessel cargo class version 5.1, passive control systems pass, navigation pass, engineering pass, system diagnostics fail, critical warnings, fuel low 6 days, crew size 1, initiate emergency distress sequence, yes, sending distress signal. 4 vessels detected. Response received 0. Diddy's for Quebec. Thank you. Dank Zoidberg. Now that's a username. Thank you very much. It's the one. It's one I should. I don't know. That's my dad. Xbox Live. Pwn your ass at Modern Warfare 2, bro. All right, there we go. Thank you very much there for the 100 bits. Thank you. Very, very kind. So yeah, sending distress signal. Vessels detected 4. Response 0. Recommended course of action: initiate manual contact with vessels. Acquire necessary resources for travel. Enter to continue. Accessing log. Note, transfer classified as success. Externally modified log detected. Would you like to read? Yes. Nice one. Summary of primary objectives. Gather intel/logs from derelict spacecraft. Gather resources necessary for survival. Search for survivors. If objectives cannot be completed, recommended action: initiate a reset. Fantastic. End of file. Saving log to drive. Save complete. Enter. So this is like the map screen. I'll talk you through as much as I understand. It's been a while since I've played this game. I will, I'll try my best to explain what's going on. So currently we are on the ship, the Justice Rider. We currently have 3 drones in operation with the possibility of a 4th with 3 in storage. We are currently at the site of the ship, the Colbell, or the Cabell, a Class C government ship, infestation 0, age 17, stable, distance visited false, and a scrap capacity of potentially 48, which is fantastic. In terms of drones, up here in the top, we have Brandon, John, and Jeff. I think you see where this is going to be going. There's going to be a wall of me's in the not-too-distant future. Not just yet, though. We are able to repurpose various drones with different, pieces of different upgrades and stuff. So this one's got motion and gather, like a motion detector. John here has got a generator, and Jeff has tow and interface, which allows him to interface with ship systems if they have any. In the case of the ship configuration, you can see here the Justice Rider, a government class C ship. It has various upgrades that it can put on. It costs scrap to run them, like you can get special augments to make your time on ship easier. And then lastly is modifications, where you're able to upgrade both ship and drone upgrades respectively, as well as generate basic upgrades like scrap, generator and tow, in order to make, say for example, if your drone that is the only one with gather and it gets destroyed, you're able to create basic upgrades to apply to different drones, but as well as ship upgrades and stuff. So then, let's rock and roll then. So with regards to what we've got down here, we've got 2 scrap and enough propulsion for 6 jumps, as the game says, or 6 movements. We've also got enough quantum jump for fuel for 2 jumps there. Mr. Dank Zoidberg with the tier 1 sub as well. Welcome aboard, sir. Enjoy your emotes. Can I get some cube salutes for Mr. Zoidberg there? And some whoop, 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 whoop. That would go down nicely. Good to see you, Wookie, as well. Long time no see, sir. Fantastic. Oh yes, indeed. With regards to the propulsion, you can find propulsion fuel on certain ships, but for the most part, once it goes to 0, you have to jump out of this sector. So it's going to make sense to go 2, and potentially 3. If we find 1 piece of propulsion on these other 2 ships, then we'll be able to get to that last one, but we shall see. Subs. Oh god, it's doing that thing again. Sorry, bear with me. Just tabbing out. Let me just go to test widgets. Let's just test bits. Yep, that's not appearing. If I drag it down there, drag it back up, there you go. Sorry, weird layering problem with OBS. That should now start to appear. Fantastic. Been too busy cleaning up after Psy in chat. Oh, is that right? Very nice. Okay then, so let us board our vessel. We click the B key. And we need to, I think actually we need to go to drone configuration, and then we need to rename our drone. So, this is the me bit. I need some volunteers to come with us on our journey here. Test, thank you very much there to Mr. Zoidberg again for the 100 bits. The test is well received there. Reverse psychology, not me. Well, Bezdog, I'm a sucker for reverse psychology. So just like that, Bezdog is in. Welcome aboard, sir. You are our drone 1. Let's go here, Control R. We need another person. Let's take Mr. Seawolf. Welcome aboard, sir. Thank you very much there. Welcome aboard. You're going to be our second ship, or second drone. And then lastly, Jeff here is going to be Chucky. Welcome aboard, sir. Or Checky. Our Czechoslovakian drone. Chucky, welcome aboard, sir. Right, so, Bezdog, Seawolf and Chucky, 3 boarding drones, all in various states of sort of health, different designs. I believe all of these are sort of drones capable of flight. I believe all of these are flying drones, not that that really makes a difference. Crashburn Main, thank you very much for the tier 1 subset for 18 months. Welcome, welcome. These poor doomed drones. There will be more drones that appear, and I can almost guarantee you drones that will die. So let us rock and or roll. So, the Cabell. Welcome aboard. Let's sign ourselves in. Board ship, enter. Unknown derelict ship, scanning, inconclusive, infestation types detected, 0, hull integrity good, age 17, stable. The Cabell, hype train incoming. What the fuck is a hype train? What the fuck? You'll have limited time to earn exclusive What is going on? Army pilot, thank you very much there for the 22 months, and thank you very much there to Rogue6386 for the 15 months. Level 1 hype train, sub, gift or use bits to get to the next level. 52%, you've got 4 minutes and 30 seconds to do something. What is going on? I have no idea. There's a thing on the screen, mother. What do we do? Get the fly swat. Need a can of raid. Elf! Cease! Oh my god, he's got it! Just like that, it's a new toy! Help! Help me! What's going on? Hype! Hype! What was that? Fucking, level 1! Fucking, it's some new Twitch bullshit to make us spend more. Apparently, yeah, Toby. No. Fucking level 1 is completed, apparently. Congratulations, everyone, in that sort of single instant. Thank you very much there to Metal Caller for the 138 bits and Calmac121 for the 19 months. Very, very kind. Hype Train level 2. Okay, no one is under any obligation to actually do that. Is there a reward? I don't know. It's just people. Anyway, moving on. The game. The game. Okay, Hull Integrity good. Age 17. Again, massive thank you to Elf as well for the massive fucking gift subs. I've been bamboozled. That was it. Emotes are the reward. What? But when you sub, you already get all of them. That's confused. The reward is a less heavy purse. I think so, Modern. Okay, yeah, so the name is the Cabell Class C government ship, Directive Espionage. It had a crew of 9, and the hold had various supplies. All 52,509 communications in the archive are corrupted. Enter. Okay, open airlock 1 to derelict vessel to begin mission A1 or open A1. So let us begin with A1. We're going to select our first drone, Bezdog, take manual control. A1. Closing A1. So we've instantly found some scrap. Door D3 is closed. D4 is open. No other door detected. Oh my god there, thank you. There's a new train-related emotes like this and that are the ones you've got. Fonk, that's it. Fonk. It's the new Pomf. Pomf with a crowbar. Awesome stuff. Thank you very much. Thank you also to Saru there for raiding with a party of 16 and Ninja Bear Craze for the 22 months. Also for Saru for the 21 months. Thank you very much. Funk indeed. Oh, hello, a dead drone. Excellent. That's opportune. Be nice to get one so early. Okay, so let's take a look at the map here. Can't remember how I get back to... There we go. It's like that, isn't it? Okay, motion. Excellent stuff. Fonk. There we go. Thank you very much. Welcome, welcome. Fonk is the Saru emote. I see. Excellent stuff. Right then. So, yes, this is the layout of the ship so far. So what we can see here is that room 2, room 3, and room... I'm guessing is going to be room 4 are currently free of hostiles. We have a single piece of scrap, a power conduit, or generator, and a dead drone here on... in room 3. So let's take control of drone 1. And then let's go and see what's on this drone. So let's go to info. Let's see what it has on it. So, drone Qbert. Qbert. Destroyed. Use swap to exchange upgrades. Let's have a look at what upgrades he has. Swap. He has the stealth upgrade. Very nice. Detects movement. Okay, so that's that one. Stealth. Toggles a stealth field. We could use him ahead of the main force. Get him to go into rooms and see what's on him. Okay, well, I believe this drone is totally dead. I don't believe there's any salvaging this drone. Is there? Is this a drone that's totally gone? Like, you can't fix this one, can you? Can you use tow? Oh, destroyed drone. Okay, in which case then, let's click swap and take his stealth module. And let's put it on Bezdog. So Bezdog has acquired his stealth module. That said, we need to go back to the map screen, open A1, and let's get a string of commands. So let's go to... Oh, I forget how we do it. So it's... is it move? I don't know. It's navigate, that was it. Navigate to R2. You can see me typing in the bottom right there. And then generator 2. Close. This should give us the layout of the ship. Fantastic. So there's only a couple of rooms in here. Okay, so we know that there's no motion in room 5 because we've detected that, and it looks like the door to D5 is closed. So let's get Bezdog here. Let's just degauss the screen. And then let's go to D2. See what's in here. We've got some scrap. Not much else in here. We've got some fuel, which is exactly what we were looking for. And then let's just go in motion again. And then this last room looks clear. D5. It's a good habit to get into. Scrap. And that's it. Okay, so we've got to use a lot of commands here. So let's open D3. So let's navigate 1 to R2. Then let's gather. Gather 1. And then navigate 1 to R4. And then gather 1, close bracket. And then, oh my god, you receive a hype train level 1. Great emotes are being delivered to the supporters. Thank you very much. Jesus Christ. Special emotes indeed. All of the trains. God, Saru chose the branding of her channel at a good time. She really did. Fantastic. So gather 1 and then navigate to R5, I believe. So navigate 2, or 1, sorry, to R5 and then gather all. That like a special command. Gather all 1. Close brackets. So this should go through and gather everything. In theory. There we go. As long as nobody blocks him. There we go. He's gathering the fuel. Fantastic. Gathered. Let's navigate all to room 1, which is the dropship. Or the gondola, as I call it. And that is that. We've acquired a stealth module, various bits of scrap. No fuel, sadly, found, but you do what you can. And then we type exit to leave. Fantastic. Lovely. Thank you very much there for the 100 bits. Hey, Quebec, got laid off from my job yesterday. Any words of advice in your savoury voice? Oh, God, what advice will I... I don't fucking know. What advice? Always buy the single red onion. Thank you. Right, okay. Fantastic. Right, so that is that one searched and yeah, we've got everything from that. We've got all of the scrap that we could get. We've got all of the materials, which is great. Let's go to buy good curry sauce. That's it. Let's go down here to target 2 here. So sadly we didn't get any propulsion fuel, but again, what can you do? So the Justice Rider jumping down to a Salvation class ship with at least one detected infestation on board. Let's travel and board. Let's see what's going on here.
Yeah.
So not much to be said about it. Buiski subscribed a tier 1 sub for 7 months. What's a robot's favourite snack? Microchips. Fantastic. Tesco sponsor when? It's true. Coming soon. Tesco Beauty. So that's what I'll be in. Fantastic. Right then, buy brand name toilet paper. Your butt will thank you. Yeah, that's it. Use 20 grit sandpaper. Gets the job done in a single stroke. Lovely. Right, okay, so initial vessel report. Scanning inconclusive infestation types detected 1. Hull integrity good, age 13, stable. The name is the Storm Petrel. Salvage class C, directive repairs and maintenance. Crew of 1, hold random junk. Not all communications, 83,000 communications in the archive, 70,000 are corrupt. Begin communication. Hashtag 2. I just realised that I should probably order these messages. It's unlikely that they'll be found in something. Plot a course to intercept if anyone is out there. Maintain a steady course, but it's tough with these ships drifting. Fantastic. Captain Jean Vogel. Thank you very much there. Oh my god, you haven't played this in forever? This is where I found you. Ah, fantastic. I'm glad to have you back. Good to see you all. Okay, so let's hit enter. So we know that there's an infestation on board, so we're going to open up immediately with a motion on 1. We're just going to sit here for a moment, right, because we've got to take our time in the knowledge that there is a hostile baddie on board, and we've got to make sure that he doesn't bum rush us immediately. So it's quite a large room. We're going to wait and see if the motion sensor triggers, and then we're going to open up and see what's going in. Nearly always, and I say nearly always based on no statistic at all other than my own experience, one of the doors to the initial room here will be open wherever it is, and then there'll be a second room, and that's, where we start. Normally there aren't monsters in these opening areas. Patreon told me to message you about extra benefits. What kind of benefits are we talking about here? Nudes, bro. Nudes. Anytime. Hit me up. Fantastic. Right, okay. Let's see. Let's drop in here and then open A1. Happy with this one. Nudes. I'm going to send you a picture of my ramen. Right, let's see here. So D9 is closed. D4 is closed. No doors up high. There is the power inlet for this room. Through D10. Scrap a second power conduit, and then all rooms are sealed. Okay, let's go to motion. Okay, so we do have a hostile behind door D8. So open A1. Let's navigate 2 to R2 and then use generator on 2. Close command. Let's see what the layout of the ship looks like. Fantastic. There we go. Strategic option. Herd any enemies into rooms R4 by opening rooms D7. So, I think that's probably going to be a good idea. So, from what we can see here, we've got at least 1, 2, 3 rooms here, right? This door here, D6, is not powered, but everything in green is. I cannot see what is in room 4 with regards to scanning, and there is one infestation type on board. Infestation type does not necessarily mean that there's only one infestation. There's an option to. Is there an option to see what the aliens do look like? No. Well, you can see them somewhat, but I don't want to go exploring in the case of this. So what we are going to do is we're going to do what the game recommends here. We are going to open door D5, and we are going to wait for the motion sensor in room 5 to deactivate, knowing, there we go, that the monster is now in room 4. With the motion sensor clear in room 5, we can now open D8, go inside and investigate it. We've got a dead drone, or rather a drone that has been damaged, more than likely by the monster that was in here. Let's have a look. Aaron, let's go with swap and see what he has on board. He has another stealth module. Not bad, not amazing, but not bad. I may equip him as a second generator drone, as they're helpful to have on board. So we shall get him sorted. Let's go with motion and see what else is around. So it looks like this room to my right is clear. In terms of what else is in here, we're not sure. So let's get a pickup arranged for this drone that is down. So, navigate. This will be 3. Mr. Chucky, navigate 3 to R5 through the open doors. We are then going to tow, should say, with 3. We are then going to navigate to R1 with 3. Or navigate 3 to R1, I should say. Navigate 3, R1, and then get him to tow 3 again. That should be pretty good. He's going to move here, he's going to tow, and then we should be alright. And then we can check this room. Aye, that's it, Chucky going in. Apparently there's a chance of finding a dog on board too. Make sure you don't blast him out the airlock, that's it. He's dragging Aaron back to the command module in R1. You can do all of this with the WASD keys, but you can kind of, you know, in a pinch you probably use everything else, but I think in this case we should be fine. So 3 has released the drone inside the airlock, which is fantastic. Right then, let us open up D7. Just in case there's a bad guy behind D7 that we couldn't detect, I'm going to close D8 in the knowledge that if this room does get bum rushed, they'll be locked in here and my other drones will not be exposed. Through we go. Let's see what we're dealing with here. Scrap, double scrap. Airlock A2 from the schematic to redock your ship over here. We could redock our ship if we wanted. So far not much going on. No need to really worry about this. Let's get a gather all command. Running on Bezdog. He's going to grab these 2 pieces of scrap that he can see, which is great. And now we're going to do a tactic that I like to employ here. So we are going to close D7 and activate the motion sensor. Alright, we can see that the baddie is currently in room 4. We are going to open door D3 and then also get ready to close door D3. Knowing that he will move into room 6 if herded. They don't always move. Close D3. Now with the monster securely locked in D3, what have we got over there but an airlock? We are going to open airlock A2. A2 not powered. Okay, not a problem. Let's navigate 2. Navigate 2 to room 3 and then activate generator on 2. Close. So we're going to lose power in these different rooms, but that's fine. And that should give us power to airlock A2. So let's do it. Fantastic. Airlock A2 is powered. Let's shut it off. A2, open the door. There we go. Minor radiation flooding in from outside, but now there is no monster on board. The door D6 was damaged as a result of the radiation flooding in, but that's not too bad. So if I try to open D6 now by going down here, opening D8 and going to door D6, D6 will not respond to my commands as it is currently been damaged by the radiation. But what can you do? So with that all said and done then, I want to come back up here and I want to double check to see whether everything is in the all clear, which it should be. There is no radiation in this room because we sealed the airlock. We now open D3 and see what's going in here. You do, Ashtaroth, so that's why it's worth clearing out the room first. There we go, we've got some fuel in here and plenty of scrap. Let's go for a gather all command, see what we can get. If we get more P fuel, that'll be fantastic. There we go, 1 days of propulsion. Excellent. Reserve fuel, awesome. 2 pieces of scrap, and then we've got some other pieces of scrap as well. So let's navigate 1 to R3. Let's get him to gather 1. So 1 is going to use his gather command, then navigate 1 to R2, and then do the same command again, gather 1, and then that should be that. So he's going to snake his way through all of these doors, going to go and gather the materials that he can, and then bring them back to the main gondola, if he can. P fuel, you've got it. It's like G fuel, but, you know, much better. Badger Warlord says, I have a game to recommend to you. It's called Crying Suns. It's a sci-fi roguelike game similar to FTL, but with a more story-based fleet management spin. It's in free demo at the moment, and it seems like good fun. Fantastic. Every time I see this game on stream, I get a headache. Name me as the drone, says Hundra. God, just like that. Just like, so demanding, chat. Right then, let's navigate all to R1, not Zol, all to R1. Close command. It's fuel for your PP, that's it. PP fuel. Lovely. And that's everyone on board, all the materials we can get. We don't have the scan command yet, so we can't maximise our scrap output, but there you go. What can you do? So let's close A1, and then exit. Detach the gondola. Loading statistics. P fuel collected 1. Running diagnostics. No date. Inventory change readout. 1 drone added to fleet. Upgrades with stealth. Enter. Fantastic. Right. Access the modification menu to scrap or modify the repaired equipment. So let's open the modification menu. Aaron down here has seen better days. Let's go and select him. He is currently out for the count. Now I have 12 scrap on board. I can fully repair him for 80 scrap. So let's do that. Increase his speed and increase his health. Repair drone... What's this? Repairs the drone's failing video signal. Okay. Well, we've done, there's probably no need to do that. I could increase it, yeah. We're going to increase him to max HP. And then I think that should be good enough for now. In terms of his modules and stuff, I don't need another scrap. I don't need another scrap module or another stealth module. It's currently damaged anyway, as I understand it. Yeah, it's got a 21% chance of failure. I'm just going to... Probably not worth scrapping the stealth module. No, I'm going to scrap it. I've already got one. I don't need another. Although I could keep... I'll keep it for now, actually. I'll keep it for now. What I want him as is a generator. Now, this one here upgrades the... Going to generator modifications. Oh, can I fabricate that? I don't know. Let's execute the repair first. So Aaron is now repaired, which is great. Let's see, we've got generator. Can I create... There we go. Create a generator command. Requires 8 scrap. So I can't do that just yet. But beggars can't be tutors. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to leave our drone in storage for now, and I will name him in a moment. Let us travel north to this sector here. This is another P-fuel sector. For 2, the indestructible. Fair enough. Age 10, stable. Distance 2, visited full. 65 scrap capacity. Another government class ship. Let's head on over. Board. Oh, no, I don't want to go to the star map. I want to stay in system and go to B. Right then, so Aaron is, like I say, using a sort of battered stealth module. I don't need him yet. I'm going to leave him back in the base. So let us board the ship and see what we can find. Don't forget that every module has a randomized decay rate. You can save quite a lot of scrap in the long run. Interesting. So, scanning, inconclusive, infestation types detected 1, hull integrity good, age 10, name the indestructible, government class C ship, directive classified, 7 crew, holds various cargoes. Go for motion, and we'll see if anything wanders by our front door. If something does wander by our front door, we shall cycle out to a stealth drive, and then see what we can do from there. Nice. Nice one. 8 drones nameable. Nice one. Are drones nameable? Take Mars says, okay, I have to get to work. Have a great stream. Hope the screams aren't too spooky. I certainly hope so. I'm hoping I'm getting a good night's sleep tonight. Doesn't look like we've got any hostiles, so let's prep Bezdog here. We're going to manually take control of him here as he goes for his journey. Sealing the airlock behind him. We have got the power conduit detected straight away. Door D4 is sealed shut. Door D5 is sealed shut. Door D11 is open. We have got an interface console right out of the bat. Let's have a look further in. D3 is sealed with a smaller room just here. Let us see what we can do here then. So, parking Bezdog in here just for the moment. Let's take a look at the wider layout of the ship. Let's go for motion here, and then we can decide what we're going to do next. So there is a hostile inside the room behind door D5. Yellow means that you cannot detect what is in there. That can sometimes throw a spanner in the works. Let us open A1, and then let's navigate 3 into R2, and then get, let's go with interface on 3. There we go, because 3 has the interface command. So Chucky comes out of the holding bay in the gondola, and then he moves down to the interface controls. Interface is not powered. Okay, let's navigate. I could have guessed that. Navigate 2 to R2. Let's get him to generator, or use his power generator to activate the generator here in R2. Fantastic. Hello, birdie. Good to see you. How the hell are you, madam? Let's go interface on 3. There we go. So ship scan, defense, and interface list. This list. So we're already on the interface. Let's go with a ship scan for me, please. Ship. I can spell ship scan. There we go. We can now see everything. We've got a full scan of everything on board. There is a defense gun inside of room R5. So let us activate the defense cannon. There we go. And deactivate the defense cannon. The monster inside room 5 is now terminated. So that's fantastic. So what we are going to do, we can see a drone parked in R4 at the moment. It is unknown whether there is a bad guy. We are going to open door D8 and allow any monsters that are potentially in R4 to filter through to R5. We will get ready to close that door. We'll give them ample time to move, and then we'll go from there. Fantastic. Very opportune there with the ship scan. Unknown what is further on thus far. Currently, only this part of the ship is powered, so we cannot see what is further ahead, essentially. Okay. I'm pretty happy that there's nothing inside the room in D8, so we're just going to close it for the moment. Sorry, D8. Get that closed. Let's take control of Bezdog. We shall open D5. Head into D5. There we go. You can see the hostile entity that was engaged and destroyed here in the purple. God only knows what it was, but it's dropped a fuck ton of scrap, which is fantastic. Now opening door D8. We can see what was in here. We've got a terminated drone. Let's have a look at the swap command. What do you have on board? We've got a lure and a trap. Very powerful modules here, which is fantastic. Unfortunately, we cannot tow this drone, so we're going to have to micro who is carrying what. We shall sort that out before we leave here at the end. Moving back into this room for me, please. I'd like you to pop a motion and see what is going on. I'd also like you to pause the game, because you're a nana like I am. So behind D10 and D2 are clear. We just want to make sure that nobody is going to move into these rooms from... Oh, there you go. You see? You see? Okay. What I want to do then, if possible, I want to try and herd your man in here. So let's remove Bezdog from this room. Let us go into here and seal door D8. We are then going to motion again in the knowledge that these two rooms have monsters moving between them. We shall open now door D2 in the knowledge that we can get someone to go into D2. Once he is in D2, we will seal the door behind him, reactivate the defense grid, kill that monster, gather his body parts. This is what I'm on about when I say one type of infestation does not mean... Let's open defense. Fantastic. We're just going to open D2 again, just in case there is a second monster. Let's go for a ship scan. There we go, even more scraps appeared. Fantastic. I doubt there will be, but, you know, can never be too careful. We'll keep D11 closed for now, just in case I make a mistake. D2 should be fine. We know that this room was clear for now. Okay, so far so good. I think we're alright. Close D2. Let's navigate D8 down there. Camera is degaussed. Let us gather all. Good amount of scrap coming from here. Very healthy amount of scrap. Fantastic there. Let us also open D10 in the knowledge that whatever shit has gone on in here, we might be okay. Let me just also make sure, yeah, that I did deactivate the defense grid, which is helpful. My drone didn't die. D10. Let us navigate in here. There should be no bad guys. There is a second power conduit. Not a problem. Let us open D3 and let's gather all from this room here. Gather all. Fantastic there. Okay, what we are going to do is we are going to open D11 and we are going to navigate to room 6 and then get generator on 2. That has shut off the ship's power in this area, but all the relevant doors are closed. So power has been established into these two areas. I don't believe there are any hostiles on and beyond that. The motion sensor was not triggering. In the knowledge of safety, we are going to move through door D3, move past Seawolf. The fat fuck is sitting right in the middle of the corridor. There we go. We're going to go up and seal D10. We are then going to use the stealth module and open D2, just in case there are any bad guys in here. They will not be able to see us. So we've identified some scrap on board, which is perfect news. Come down here. Sadly, we cannot do a ship scan in this area because it is not powered. We have found fuel and additional scrap. The generator is, the stealth module is starting to disappear, which is fine. Let's go for gather all. Gather all. There we go. With my caps lock on. Let's gather some more P fuel if we can. Fantastic. We've got, 1 days of propulsion and a jump cell. Jump cells are quite rare. Happy with that. Fantastic, and then we go up here, we click gather all, and then I come back here. Now, in the knowledge that room 4 is empty because we cleared it, I'm going to open D7 again, and I am going to manually take control of 2. Or no, I'm not, okay? I'm going to navigate 2 to R4, and then I'm going to get him to swap 2. Go. That is going to shut down power to all of these different sections, but again, what can you do? Just FYI, there is a kind of enemy that can catch stealth enemies. Oh, really? There is a kind of enemy that can catch, I'm guessing, stealth drones. Okay, so we can't swap with. That's 1, 2. Let's go for swap Seawolf. You are going to take both of these back with you. Fantastic. We're going to distribute them to other drones if we can. We cannot take that drone with us because he is too badly damaged. We have a way back to the gondola. Navigate all to R1. Go home, everyone. Fantastic. Hold me water bottle. Fantastic. Close A1 and exit the ship. A glorious amount of scrap recovered from that one. Very good for a single sitting. So P fuel collected 1, jump fuel collected 1, scrap collected 11, days survived 5. We now have 15 scrap. Running diagnostics. Diagnostics readout. No data. Inventory change readout, or inventory change readout. Fantastic. Enter. So we've got one last place that we need to go to, and we have just enough propulsion to make it happen. So let us travel to the final wreck, the Hiawatha, a barge class B with an infestation on board of 25 years old, distance 2 visited false with a scrap capacity of 50. So we travel up here now, having visited nearly everything in this sector. Let us go to the drone control and see what we want to do here. So, I only have one other drone on board, and I do want to bring him with us. So we are going to go to the modification station. We're going to select Aaron. No, we're not. We're going to go, is it ship config? No, drone config. No, I was right. So we're going to go to drone config, and we are going to remove his stealth module for the moment. We're going to go to Seawolf, and we are going to remove his lure and trap modules, and then I need to decide what I want to do. Lure drops a lure which attracts nearby organic threats, which is good, and then trap drops a remotely detonated explosive trap. So, what I could potentially do is lure an enemy into a room and then detonate a bomb with him. You know what I mean? Like I could wreck shit, blow him out the airlock. That's it. How's my week been, Hundra? It's been pretty good so far. Thank you very much for asking. Blow him to hell. That's it. Sounds like a good job. So I could take lure and trap both on the same unit, but then again, having a stealth unit with lure and trap could be very, very helpful. So there is a possibility for me to repair Aaron with a stealth module, then go from that. So what's this about? Redbeard, you've never seen me play Duskers. Okay, so for the people who are sitting in chat that aren't sure what's going on, this game is set around, again, a lot of people do know this, but we'll just recap for the people who don't know. This game is set around a drone, or a member of a salvage crew, salvaging ships in deep, deep space. When all of his crewmates on board of his barge, the Justice Rider, a government Class C ship, mysteriously go missing. They all just disappear with no trace of where they've gone. You alone in deep space with not enough supplies to return to where you're, to return back to habitable space, decide that you are going to repurpose some drones for the sake of salvage operations to try and gather enough materials to make it back to civilized space. So you repurpose these drones, and so far you are trying to, survive with what you can, gathering little bits of fuel and intelligence about what has happened. So that's essentially it. So you in the stream, or me here in my bedroom at the moment, we are the drone operator, and we're obviously taking care of the activities. When in doubt, build a drone goon squad. You got it there, Biovoy. That's exactly what I would do in this situation. So lure and trap are going to be fantastic things to take on board with us. We could repair this stealth module and take it with us, but if it fails, then it's fucked, and 20% chance to fail is pretty bad. Like that could really give us some shit. But we will see here. To be honest, what I think I'm going to do, I'm going to take the stealth module off of Bezdog, and I'm going to get it equipped onto Aaron. Just because we could get him to go invisible into a room and do whatever. So I think I'm going to do it like this. So Aaron is going to be our combat drone, despite only having 80 health. But he should be fine. Fantastic there. Right then, so let us bring this guy with us. Or rather, how do I that's it, control, and move him onto the drone team. So Aaron here. Who the hell's Aaron? Who the hell is Aaron? Who is it? Who is this man? I don't know who Aaron is. What I do know is that this person could be called. Could be. Leoth got in there quickly. Leoth, welcome aboard. Leoth the drone. Welcome aboard there. So you have trap, lure, and stealth. So you really have our, offensive capabilities looked after. It was rigged. It was rigged. Truth is, the game was rigged from the start. Q Fallout New Vegas. That's it. Right then. First time watcher. Me, Gino. First time watcher. There we go. Maybe if we get a spare drone. So let us board this here ship. Should be a nice meet. There's a riot going on. Fantastic. So initial vessel report inconclusive. Infestation types detected. 1. Hull integrity good. Age 25 stable. The Hiawatha. That Class B barge. Directive. Commercial shipments Had a crew of 4 and a hold of commercial goods. Bezdog says, I've just been demoted from the scout to the pack mule. Try being the generator guy, Bez. Right, okay. So here we are. Let us go motion in 1. Let's see if any hostiles breeze by. Looks like it's a reasonably large ship, this one, based on configuration and positioning. Nice one. See you later, Lord Rufflestump. Have a good sleep, sir. The reason that I do this is because if I use the stealth module to go out and explore, the stealth module is much more likely to break than the motion module. The motion module is quite cheap to fill up. The stealth module is quite expensive to repair. So, I try to make use of the motion module and not the stealth module where I can. I save the stealth module for going into areas that I cannot confirm whether there are hostiles. It's pretty interesting. So far it doesn't look like we've got any bad guys, so let's move Bezdog forward. Let's open A1, close A1, and let's begin our assessment of these rooms. D15 is open. Moving into D15, we have got a power conduit. The rest of the doors are closed, so we're sealed in here at the very least. Swing us right, please, Bezdog. Door 10 is closed. Power module or power inlet spotted. No real scrap to report. Just what we have here. Okay, open A1 for us, please. Let us navigate 2 to R2 and then use the generator. So Mr. Seawolf comes out and begins generating power in room 2 in order to get a layout of what we have around us. So, in the knowledge that room 4 probably has a bad guy in it and that more rooms sort of intersect onto room 3, I'm going to navigate 1 to room 3 and then, power, or I should say motion with 1. So motion 1, close. He's going to move in here and use his motion detector. Let's see if we've got any bad guys. Okay, we have a hostile in room 5 for definite. Room 3 was unknown as of this moment in time. The rest of these rooms are considered good. Not a problem. Okay. Let us open, for now, D11. We can go into D11 and then see what's ahead. Okay. So D11, everything else is sealed. The rest of these rooms need power. We could go up and scan room 4 quickly, because then I can just lock your man in. Let's come up here. That's motion. So room 4 is definitely clear. Let's move up to room 4. Let's open D9. Go in here, see what's in here. A defense system and a ship upgrade. Interesting. We have a defense system in here. Let's see what info is on this. So info. This is remote power ship upgrade. We want to take that with us. So Bezdog, come over here. There looks to be an interface terminal somewhere. So if we navigate 3 to R4, get him to tow on 3, and then navigate back to R1 navigate. We want to navigate 3 to R1, and then get him to tow again. 2, tow 2. Tow 2 isn't right, tow 3. We've got to go all the way back. Tow 3, my bad. Tow 3. Force a habit. Navigate R1 with 3. All the spelling. I know, it's navigate 3 R1. It's all going to pieces, chat. Navigate 3 R1 and then tow 3. Tofu. That's it. Very nice. So he's towing. He's going to tow that module, remote power, back into the gondola, which is what we want. Okay, in the knowledge then that room 5 has a hostile on it, in it, and this has a defense module, we are going to close door D9. We are going to then use our motion tracker again to detect the movement into this room. So open D11, navigating our bad guy in there. Once he is inside room 4, we are going to open D10 in the knowledge that there are no open doors moving to room 5, and then we are going to explore it. So D10, let's head on in. D10. So here is our interface terminal, and we have some fuel at least. So there is a bad guy in there. So let us navigate 3 to R5 and then get him to interface with this command. So leaving the module in the gondola, he travelled back into room 5, Mr. Chucky, to then use the interface command. Fantastic. Interface. So we've got ship scan, defence and survey. Let us go with survey to begin with. We can now see the full ship. 4 rooms found. Fantastic. Let us now go for defence. Defence in room 4 killed 1 enemy. Fantastic. Let us open D11. We have disabled the defence. D11. Oh, there you go. Look at that. And then let's go for a ship scan. Error scanning room 4. Room 4 could not be scanned. Fair enough. The new items found. So let's have a look here. What have we got? We've got various pieces of scrap that have appeared in these different rooms. So we can get to gathering all of it before the very end. Okay. Let us move into this room here. So what we're going to do is we're going to... That's fine. We're going to move 3 into D11. We're going to close D11 after Mr. Bezdog. After Mr. Bezdog. Okay, there we go. Mr. Bezdog. We're going to close D11 now. And then we're going to navigate down here because we want to explore this room. So we're going to use stealth and then open D12. No stealth upgrade. I handed his stealth upgrade off, didn't I? Because I am a bumbling buffoon. Well, that room's clear by the looks of it, although there is an open door into room 9 that could potentially house a hostile. We need to be careful here. Intended screenshot. I know. Hand-eye coordination of a god. Interesting. Okay, I wonder if I move to room 3 whether room 5 would remain powered. That's the real question, isn't it? Ideally having remote power here would be great, but sadly not. Hold on, your user on your PC is Long L. It certainly is. I am the Long L. Fantastic. Doesn't appear to be any bad guys. Okay. Let's play it like this then. We're going to open D12. We're going to do that. And then we're going to motion. Definitely free of hostiles. Fantastic. Right then. Better safe than sorry. You got that airlock there. Explore this room in full. Ooh, another drone! Vinny! Capable of salvaging this one. Vinny, what do you have on you, sir? You have a lure. Okay, not too bad. He has a lure. Yeah, people are naturally drawn to him. Right then, and then let's go and explore this other room down here. I wonder if we could get... Can we get a ship scan going? Probably not. No terminals active to support this command. Let's have a look in here. Just some scrap. Let us gather for now. Okay, let's move our generator drone. So navigate 2 to R3 and then activate the generator on 2. Another Roomba. Join the revolution, comrade. That's it. So far, so good. The generator powered here. Sadly, that terminal does not light up, and beggars can't be choosers. I've got a couple of ways that I can do this here. So let us do a motion detection. It is unknown whether there will be a bad guy inside this room, but what I can do is lure them into room 8 and see if there are any hostiles. So let us close D4 for now. I'm going to save the drone as well before I do this. So let's open D7 for the moment, and then let's navigate... Oh, 3 is sealed in. Okay, let's navigate 2 to R2, and then use generator on 2. There is method to the madness. I need to release 3 from his coffin. I've sealed in 3 unknowingly. And open D9. Navigate 3 to R2, then close D9. And now, I could probably get your man to gather all that later. Yeah, I'll gather the scrap in a moment. Let's close D9 for now. That's all done. And then we can do it like this. Navigate 2 to R3 and then use the generator on 2. Again, method to the madness and all. A little bit of a farce, but we'll keep on top of it. So the generator in room 3 is now powered. Let us navigate 3 to R8. And then let's get him to tow with 3. And then navigate navigate 3 to R1. And then let's get towing 3. He's going to navigate into room 8. Tow the stricken drone if he can. Fantastic. Yeah, he did manage to get around. Chonky boy there, Seawolf, not too bad. We have our drone. He's going to move into the middle of the room, complete his command. Tow our boy here. Now that he's towing him, he's going to drag him back up here. Trucky goes around. Takes him back into A1 and drops him. Fantastic. Not a problem at all. Right then, with that all said and done, we are going to seal up D7, and in the knowledge that there is an unknown hostile potentially in room 6, open D13. So D13. If a hostile appears in room 8, we know room 6 was indeed hostile. So we're going to wait to see if an enemy can be coaxed. There you go, you see? You see? Okay. Now, the real farce would be trying to lure him up to R4 for maximum scrap, but I don't think I'm going to bother. I'm just going to blow him out of A2. So let us press A2 and then seal that. Door D12 was damaged. Thankfully, not both doors were damaged. Maybe we can assume that there is another hostile in room 6, so let us open D13 again, as we're not really pushed for time. And then let's see if any baddies materialise. It's very possible there could be 2 people in the same room. Just going to give it some time, and then if all is well, we're going to move on. So a potential veteran of the game might be able to tell me what the difference between the dotted doors and these solid doors are. I am pretty sure that that means I have not explored these, or like I haven't seen them yet, like it's showing fog of war. Like I can see D5, I've seen all of these other doors, but I have not seen D6, room 6, which is why it's dotted. Door not seen. So, does door not seen mean that door 6 could potentially be open and I just don't know it? Or that it is definitely closed, but I just haven't seen the door? As an example. Also, good to see you, Hollow. Check R7. I will do shortly. Maybe damaged? Don't think it's damaged. Definitely closed. Okay. So, clearly there are no bad guys coming out of there, so let's seal D13 and let us open D5. Navigate inside here. Nothing to report. Motion. Let's have a look here. Final room is definitely devoid of hostile life. Let us open D6. See what is inside here. Various bits of scrap material. Okay, so all said and done then, pretty much everything is raring and ready to go. What I need to do is gather everything that I can. So let us open let's open D7. And no, we don't need to open D7. Leave D7 closed. It's D14 I want to open. D14. And that should be good for us to go. Let me navigate 2 to R2 and then use the generator, and then we should be good to go here. Let's start the navigation commands for 1. So navigate, let's go to gather all to begin with. Gather all. That's gather all for 1. Let us navigate 1 to, where are we going? Let's go R5. So navigate 1 to R5. Close command. Then we go gather all 1, and then navigate 1 to R2. I will open the doors in a moment. Then we go gather. Close command gather 1. Semicolon, and then navigate 1 to R4, gather one all. I'm pretty sure gather all one works as well. I'm pretty sure it's flexible there. That's the one I've been using anyway. Navigate 1 to R4 and then gather all one. One gather some. Yeah, don't gather all of it. Okay, and then we will open D9 and then that should work nicely. I didn't get into gather all because I'm a poo. Maybe I was wrong. It's almost definitely certain that I was wrong. Goes in here. You should go over and gather both of these if I am using this right. Let's open D11. He's gathering the P fuel. 1 day. Drone 1 is gathering fuel and cannot move. 1 days of propulsion. Done gathering fuel. Okay, I clearly cocked up the command. Gather all. Navigate 1 to R4 and gather all on 1. Navigate 1 to R7 and then gather all.
Yeah.
Thank you very much there to Icy Caress. Thank you very much for the tier 1 sub and the pretty good, cool username, Icy Caress. I've been following this game for years and it's so good. Fantastic. I'm glad you've been enjoying it. I'm glad you're at least enjoying a man play it to a subpar level. Never got the attention it deserved. No, I suppose not. Although it was made for, I might be wrong, it was made for a game jam, I'm pretty sure. Like, it didn't, it was like made for like a small game festival, like crank out an indie game in 48 hours kind of thing. Did a very good job with it. Navigate 1 to R2 and then gather all. Well, it just doesn't really matter, but gather all will do. You can gather 2 with R2. But I don't think he's got the gather command, so I don't think I can. There we go. And then navigate all to R1. And everybody pulls out and we're all home free. Excellent stuff. Close A1, exit. We've got all of our winnings. Nice one. So, mission summary. P fuel collected 1, J fuel collected 0, 7 scrap collected, making our reserve 22 scrap in total. Running diagnostics, no data. Eventually, change readouts. Drone added. Vinny with the lure upgrade and remote power has been found as well. So fantastic. So let us go to the ship config. On our ship, we can now adjust the, equip, the remote power upgrade, which remotely powers an inlet. So I can remotely power, as I say, an inlet, which will be fantastic. So rather than having to navigate to use a power conduit, I can just type remote power or something similar and get the ship to automatically power a nodule, which is fantastic. My guy Quebec is always playing some Dawn complicated games, some Dawn. Fantastic. Remote power OP, I feel like it is. Yeah, it's pretty good. It's one of the more useful ones. Oh, God. Right then. Okay. Bearing with me, chat. Lovely stuff. Right, so let us hit escape on this, because that is now installed. All objects in this system have been explored. Press 2 or space to view other systems, not a problem. So let us go to the galaxy. So here in the galaxy, we have 3 pieces of jump fuel, which means we can jump to any one of these nodes nearby. We are currently at a star known as Crow, with 4 objects visited and 4 objects whatever. Okay, I believe there's a way to, like, isn't there a way to, like, change which ship you're on? Like, you can upgrade what ship you're using or something. I can't quite remember. Anyway, we've got a couple of options. We can go to the star Pota, which has 7 objects around it. We can go to the star Taurus, which has 8 objects around it, or we can go to the star Haplid, which has 7 objects around it. Hello there, I am Ripper. Good to see you, matey. Hello, what did you miss? Not too much, mate. Fantastic. Awesome. I know, right? Wood scrap. How much P fuel do you get per jump? I'm not sure. I don't think you get any. I think you have to salvage it from each sector. So I think... So here's a question, right? Why do sort of this guy... You can see my cursor. Why does E and P have a blue circle around it, whereas W does not? What is the relevance of that? I have no idea. We can also view the universe. No data. We are not woke enough to have data on the universe. Oh, stretching my legs. Blimey, O'Reilly. God, I'm going to sleep well tonight, man. What a day! What a day, friends! Fantastic. I told you people wanted you to play this fucking game. See, Jane said, don't play Duskers, Joe. People don't want to see Duskers. And I was like, Jane, but people love Duskers. And she just wouldn't have it. She just wouldn't have it. Have you tried X3? I've never played Albion X3, but I think that we're going to firmly leave that as a Womble game. I think I spotted you on some sidebar? Oh, right. Did you discover the channel organically there, Ice? Well, that is good to see you then. People love Fortnite, play it. See, Jane always tells me to play Fortnite, and I'm like, no, Jane. People don't like Fortnite. What can you do? What can you do, eh? Right then. Have you visited W before? No, I have not. Like, I'm not sure what the relevance of the circles is. Someone probably said it and I missed it. You would watch me play Fortnite. Boomer plays Fortnite. Jane is baddie. For charity. You'd watch me play Fortnite for charity. Thought it was RuneScape. RuneScape is pretty damn good. Stop being mean to me. See, I always tell Jane to stop being mean to me. She never stops being mean to me. I don't know. It's just... And I tell her people don't want to watch Fortnite. Quebec isn't a boomer. Wood scrap. If not in body, then in soul. Whack him. Lovely. RuneScape. Back in my day. You weren't there, man. You weren't there in the fucking Scorpion mines. Fantastic. Oh my god, RuneScape for charity. God, that'd be awful. Sorry, I don't know the first thing about RuneScape, but kind of having a small break here. While I like massage my brain. I've had to like type words. It's like cracked my brain like an egg. Any IT consultants in chat are going, who is this man? Who is he? Fantastic. Nice one. Race to 99 in OSRS. No! Actually, no! Fantastic. How to acquire English in 1 week. That's it. I've been working all day. Actually made myself ill from it. Jesus Christ. So I'm taking a well-deserved break. Good on you, I see. I'm sorry that you wound up here. Or wound up here. Apologies, my friend. Nice one. Okie dokie. So, in terms of moving forward then, based on nothing at all, I think I'm going to roll to the star Taurus as 8 objects instead of 7. More stuff to do. I have no idea. Hopefully it should work nicely. So, keep playing Duskers and I'll be here all night. Sadly, I've got to make use of that bed that I so often like to visit. So I'm going to be going to sleep, but going off in the not too distant future. Also, there's 470 people here. Where did you all come from? We know Icy saw me on some sidebar, and welcome to her, him, I don't know. Welcome to Yar. Him, lovely, okay. Awesome. It's hard to tell. Play the game already. Working on it. Okay, so let's travel to this one. We're going to hit jump. We're going to go over to the star Taurus. Every time you jump between systems, your propulsion fuel recharges. This does not apply to your reserve tank, displayed in the propulsion max/min tank. So we've got 3 in the reserve that we can dig into. But the reserve tank is what we can spend extra in case we use all of our... So, let's explore, shall we? Let's have a look at the system. Oh my gosh, look at this shit. So, let's have a look at God Almighty. So we've got lots of stations. All of these are space stations. Jesus!
Oh, yeah.
With horrible fucking volatility. Oh, this is going to suck ass in a major fashion, my friends. This one's under quarantine, the one that we've jumped to, so we've immediately got to spend some D-fuel. Oh my god, thank you very much there to Sparky MK with the tier 1 sub, and thank you very much there to the Dandy Liar with the tier 2 sub. Dandy, can I get the Cube Captain salute too, if I can? Gotta flex on these people. Fucking, yeah, show off your Captain emote, sir, and then Elf is going to put you down with the Admiral emote, because that's what he does. He makes people feel small. Fantastic. Flex, that's it. Rip game. Okay, so let's, I'm not sure, I feel like I should kind of try and jump into the cluster, but the problem is that like, none of these are really close to each other. I could jump here, and then here, and then here, and then here, but it's going to be expensive. I can't go here because of the quarantine. Oh, no, can I go here because of the quarantine? How does this work? It still says I can board. It doesn't say I need a transporter. It still says I can go. Did I go in on this? Fantastic. Thank you very much for the cube salute there, Dandy. Enjoy your emotes, sir. You can board. Okay. So what's the relevance of a quarantine? How does this work? Icy. Icy is my new leading authority on on Duskers. What does it mean? What does it mean? It means that this ship is Fubar. What does it mean? Oh my god! It's Mr. Yuki. Woo-hoo! Good to see you, matey. How the hell are you? Where do you come from, sir? There he is. Flaunting the panda's ass. Welcome. In quarantine, no one can hear you scream. Now, that is true. You believe bad stuff on board. Ah, fuck it. Well, let's rock and roll. Let's just board. I'm already here. Let's do it. Oh, I'm missing the quarantine bypass, so I cannot board here. So I have to move on. Okay, fair enough. Consider it a lesson learned. So this guy here, I'm guessing requires a quarantine bypass as well. Might as well stay over this side in the knowledge that I can jump here, here, and then maybe further up if need be. Whatever happens, none of it's good news. I could jump here and then go south. See how that goes. So let's jump up here. The Acidulum. Just remember, you need a bypass. You will find much Fubar. Is that right? Quarantine bypass is called a vaccine. I'm going to do it next time I go into the doctors. I'm going to be like, you have a quarantine bypass. I'm sure that will go down lovely. Right then, so station class, Space Station D, 244 years old, or age, nondescript. It's in a volatile state. It has 2 infestations and a hull integrity of mean. Let's rock and roll with what we board the ship. Okay, unknown derelict. Scanning, inconclusive, infestation types 2, hull integrity medium, age 244. The Acidalium. Space Station Class D, directive communication relay, crew of 3, hold commercial databanks. 40,000 communications have been found in the archive, 36,000 of them are corrupt. The computer picks out a single piece as a point of note, or as a point of interest. Fixed the food replicator on B-Wing, just a hiccup with the communicator firing crazy to the molecular assemblers. No problem now though, made myself an amazing slice of lemon meringue. Is that meringue? Meringue. Fantastic. Little fellas are firing on all cylinders again. Doubt anyone will complain. As fine as that pie. Fantastic. I'll file a report to Leyland when I get back up to engineering. Let their babies, or let them know, I guess, their babies are all good. Linking with theory index grey goo. Molecular assemblers reference requires further investigation. Recommend course of action. Gather further log data about molecular assemblers from space stations or fuel depots. Interesting. Right. Must be a Ferengi. Yeah, that's it. Ferengi dish. A lovely slice of Garth meringue. That's it. Ayla, how you doing there, kidder? Welcome, welcome. Although pandas are cute, I may or may not more like a sloth. Be more like a sloth. I am more like a sloth. I'm like a blind sloth that has to wear reading glasses that really don't help. Right, okay, motion. It's a very small room that we have to go into. Again, more than likely there's a door going to be open. Again, the volatile nature of this ship means that we cannot sit around forever. Let us open A1 and navigate straight in there. Got a power module, D6. D8 is sealed. It's a large room with no other hostiles in. I don't have a massive amount of time to make use of stuff in here. I've got to be quick. Let's gather while we're in here. And then open A1 again. Navigate 2 to R2. And then generator 2. Let's see what's around. Let us motion here quickly. So this room is instantly unknown as to the hostile threat. Okay. So sadly, we cannot see anything with regards to the next room. So this all becomes very, very interesting for me now. Motion. Let's have a look here. So it's unknown whether there are any bad guys. The only thing that I can try and do is clear out D8 by drawing monsters into A4. Okay, this is going to be a bit funky. Okay, let's navigate. I don't want to potentially damage this door and get myself locked out here. So let's go to motion and let's motion and open D8 and see whether we can get our monster in here. If the monster goes into room 3, we'll know what's going on. If not, then we could be in trouble. There we go. So D8. The only problem is that if I leave him in there, alright, or if I blow him out of A4, there's a chance that I could damage door D6 or D8, which will be a big problem for me. So instead what I'm going to do, I am going to take 3... This is what they call a pro gamer move. I am going to take 3 and 4 out of the gondola and use this room, or use the gondola as a spare room. So I'm going to dock at A4. I'm then going to open A4 and get the monster into the gondola. I've just got to remember to take him out. Fantastic. So the monster is now trapped in the gondola. Okay? The question is, are there any more fucking monsters in D8? Nice one. Nothing bad has ever happened after a pro gamer move. Now that I can guarantee. Okay. So what I'm going to do, in the knowledge that it's relatively hostile back there, I'm going to get Leoth to open up. So D6. Close D6. And then let's activate your stealth module. And then let's get you to explore. Closed. We've got more power conduits. A3, a P fuel adapter. So far, so good. Okay. So what we are going to do then, in the knowledge that we can dock at A3, we can seal up D8, and then we can deposit the monster back in there. So A4. Get ready to seal A4. Get out of the gondola. Come on. Gooey. There we go. So seal A4. So the monster's now out of A4. We can now dock back at A1, leaving that monster in there. Let us flag room 3. Flag room 3. So flag room 3. So that just, I'm marking room 3. Not that that really does anything, because I will definitely be a massive turd. Let us remote power. Or can I remote R4? Is that what it's going to say? There we go. So I've remote powered R4. It is unknown whether or not I'm going to really be able to make use of this. So what I am going to do again, I cannot motion track, it looks like, the gondola. So I cannot see if there's anything inside the gondola's room. I'm going to assume, because there's 2 infestation types on board, that room 5 is in fact occupied by a hostile. Okay? So here's the plan. Blow the monster out of airlock A4, dock the gondola in A2, see if I can draw any monsters out. Or even, let's do a different type of pro gamer move. Let's do a different type of one. So let's open A1. We're going to navigate 1 to R1, and then we are going to dock at A3. So dock at A3. Probably should have put the other module, the other drone in there as well. But for now, this will do. So open A3, navigate 1 to R4, and then gather, I think it was, what was it, 1 all. 1 all. Okay. He's going to go in here and do all of this. In fact, well, we've remote powered this one, so it's not too bad. There he goes. He's going to gather all of this one. 2 pro gamer moves. This is getting very spicy, I know, right? We'll get there. So this room is now remote powered. So here's my pro gamer move. Let's navigate 1 and 4 to room 1. Okay? Like so. Okay. And then we motion with 1. That is blocked also. Okay. It's not all bad. It's not all bad. It's not all bad. Docker A1. Okay, dock A1. That's not just open A1. Jesus, that was close. Docker A1. That could have been very bad if I'd have just hit that enter key. Okay. So, what I know for a fact is that I can see what is behind door D6. That appears to be the only room, really, that I know that there's bad guys in. So let us do this. Open A4. Seal A4. None of the rooms were damaged. Let us now open D5 and D8 and then wait for the monster that is in there to filter through into that room, getting ready to seal D8 behind him, and then we'll blast him out of airlock room 3 as well. There is definitely a monster in there, because there are 2 infestations, there's 4 rooms, 2 of them were clear. There's 1 of each type of infestation between room 3 and room 5. The room 3 infestation has just been introduced, spaced, Beltalota, or whatever it is that they say on fucking The Expanse. Come on, play ball with me, friend. Come on. Come on. Okay, got an idea. Close D8. Here, friends. Got an idea. Let's open A1. Let's get 4. Let's drop a lure in there. So let's open D6. Let's get a lure. Got a lure in here. Let's close D6. And then let's open D8 again. Drop a tasty mutton chop in there. Belt a loader, that's it. But the 2 monsters have been in the same room. I count it as unlikely. I'm going to wait to see if the lure in room 3... I'm a patient man. Just going to close A1 for the moment. Let me see whether the lure in room 3... There you go, you see? So the lure's got it. Lure attacked in room 3. Let us get ready to jettison A4. Close A4. Just like that. We were good to go. So door 6 is damaged now. It won't respond, but that's okay. We're going to open A1, and we're going to dock Mr. Leoth inside here. We're going to close A1, and we are going to dock with A2. A2. We are then going to get Leoth to stealth and explore room 5 on his own. Let's go 4. Let's get him to stealth. And then let's open A2. So there was ventilation in here. Potentially very hazardous. Not much else in here other than that. Open D5. See if any monsters moved into here. We should be okay. Nothing to report. The ship is now clear of infestation. Fantastic. So open A2. Move up here. Close A2. Come to the back. Park up in your spot there. Thank you, Leoth. A2. And then let's get the last of our stuff gathered. So open D7. We can leave A2 open, actually. And then navigate 1 to R5. And then gather 1 all. Fantastic. Cancel stealth? Probably should have, shouldn't I? It's recharging now. And that is everything that I can recover on board this vessel. So let us navigate all to R1 via the A2 airlock. We should be good to go here. A2 sealed, everything gathered, exit. Fantastic. Pro gamer move there. Did you like that with the gondola? Fantastic. Motion deteriorating on drone 1. Probability to break 15.48%. We shall repair that with the scrap that we have gathered. We have 25 scrap. Should be plenty. Okay, so with this area explored, we're going to be hanging down the left-hand side here and coming south. Sadly, my P fuel is shit, and I'm really going to run out of this stuff fast. So, in the knowledge that I need things like transporters to get into Plymouth, because everybody knows to get into Plymouth you need a transporter. Yeah, should be interesting. Right then. So I think maybe we've got one more exploration in us. We're going to explore the sector here, Sector X, which is the ship Port-au Prince, a fuel depot class C, which is very opportune. Infestation types are unknown. Age is volatile. Interesting. Alright then. Let us travel to here. T. We travel down here using whatever fuel we can. We can travel to this sector, but it will use some of our reserve fuel, which is a bit of a shame, but what can you do? So let's assemble a boarding party, and let's see here. In fact, we want to make sure that our repair thing is, our part is repaired. So modifications, let's take a look at Bezdog here, or rather the upgrades. The motion module is damaged. We can repair the upgrade, 10 scrap. How much does it cost to just get a new motion upgrade? You cannot just get a new motion upgrade, so trying to do it without motion would be fucking suicide, basically. I do have, like, spare lures and other spare shite. I think that's worth repairing. So let us repair the module for 10 scrap. Fantastic. It's expensive, but it needs to be done. In terms of this as well, we can pay 2 scrap to add 25 more motions to it, so let's do that. That tops it up to full. And then let us board the vessel here, all topped up and ready to go. One of our lures has been used, but we have others, which is fine. Vinny we're going to leave in storage for now. I don't need to pay to get Vinny working just yet. So with the ships we have, let us enter the derelict. Unknown derelict. Scanning. Inconclusive. Infestation types unknown. Hull integrity medium. Age 202 years. Volatile. Name Port-au Prince. Class C fuel depot. Directive refinery. Fuel refinery. Interesting. Crew of 1 and refined materials. 32,000 communications found in the archive, of which 30,000 are corrupted. A transmission of interest has been picked out from the communications logs. Leyland Molecular Assembler maintenance and guidelines. Expected part per million something, so it's corrupted. Class type recommended ppm. PPs per minute, my friends. Let's see here. So 1001 A to C food replicators, 20,000 to 30,000 pp's per minute. 1002 D to F class D to F type classification. Medical support 15,000 to 20,000 pp's per minute, and 1003 to H to I engineering 40,000 to 50,000. Please ensure that you configure vessel scan to utilize the Holzhauer algorithm. Refer to sector 4B. Any concerns or queries about the part per million count value should be directed towards Leyland, your current Leyland liaison officer. It's not Leyland, it's not Wayland Yutani, it's Leyland Yutani. Fantastic. Reference molecular assembler counts acquired. The Holzer algorithm integrated. Grey goo. I read that as grey poo there. Theory would posit an abnormality, a normally high quantity of molecular assemblers. Scanning vessels with large populace could confirm or deny this, as is recommended. 1. Scan all rooms of a Class A or B space station. Interesting. British Leyland. Yeah, British Leyland Yutani. Nothing works. Fantastic. Grey poo confirmed. You've got it. Right then. Let us continue into the vessel. So we're going to kick things off with Leoth here, who's going to go stealth. We're going open A1. We're going to close A1. There we go. This room is open. We have a broken interface. Airlock A6. A very small room. Not much else going on in here. No other doors are open. Okay. Let's turn off stealth. There we go. Stealth field has been deactivated. So we've got one. I'm guessing that's a broken module. Open A1. Navigate 1 to R3. And then use your motion command. Should be forgiving enough. Dock A6 schematic to redock your ship to airlock. Yep. Okay, so apparently that is clear. Okay, navigate 2 to R2, not 23, 2 to R2, coming soon. And then generator on 2, closed command. 4, back up. Seawolf's coming in. There, Seawolf, get in here, you bastard. Generate. There we go, so we've got a huge schematical layout of the ship here. So I'm guessing this is access terminal. Got Bezdog, that's a really obtuse place to sit. I'm going to put you like here. And you use interface. No integrate. Okay. You have the interface command, so let's bring you forward, Chucky. Is this module destroyed? I'm pretty sure this is destroyed. Interface is broken. Backing up. Backing up. Fantastic. I thought they never put a baddie in the first 2 rooms. I mean, I don't want to become complacent in that knowledge and then get killed. So, you know, live and learn, I guess. Okay, so with that in there, we know for a fact that there is no baddies in room 5 and the doors to room 5 are not open. So let us get your boy Bezdog here, who is stuck behind the console, to let's just close D7 just in case some shenanigans start. D7, there we go. Let's open up D9 and let's explore in here. Again, if there's a vent in here, we have a working interface, which is very nice. A4, closed doors, which is fantastic. Okay, your boy Chuck, the Chuck Meister. Let's open D7. Let's get you in here to interface with the ship. Let's go for a scan if I can. Let's go to an interface. There we go. Let's see what we have. So we've got defense and interface list. So somewhere on this ship there is defenses. Not sure where. We'll have to find that out. I don't want to just activate them in case I stumble into one with the drone, because the defense system will fuck my day up. So let us motion in here. Let's see. Room 7 is apparently clear of hostiles. Okay, so let's do it like this. Let's close D10 and let's open D8 in the knowledge that if there is a hostile in room 8, we can funnel it into room 7 and try and keep it trapped there. So let's leave D8 open for some time, and then let's wait to see if any monsters that are in room 8 could potentially be tempted by the succulent sights, there you go, of room 8. Now, unfortunately, I do not want to expose my good drones to the void of room 8 without knowing that it is fully devoid of hostiles. So I'm going to seal D9 and move number 4 into this small corridor here, and then seal D7. Seal D7. I am then going to use the stealth generator and open D13 and then travel in. Close D13. The defense drone is in here, the defense turret. Let's go for a full scan of this room. No breaches that I can see. There is a vent system, which makes it particularly problematic. Let us remove D13 and then let us come back in here. Deactivate your stealth generator, please. Reduce its use. D13, seal, and then let's reopen D8. Let's get the people from D8 back into room 8, engaged with the system, and then let us kill them with the defense that we now have located. Let us do this like so. There we go. It is now in here. Activate the defense. Defense has engaged and killed one enemy in room 8 and one enemy in room 6. Okay, so there is a second defense. Okay, so there are 3 defense areas on board. There are 3 defense turrets. Interesting. Okay, well, it's fucking well armed. So there is at least another defense in room 6 that has engaged and killed an enemy. Tweedledum the One. Or, sorry, Tweedledum the One. Thank you very much. Or the Twitch Prime sub for 3 months. Welcome, welcome. Room 6 should be clear then, hopefully. Yeah, room 6 should... Yeah, we can guarantee that room 6 is clear now. So let us navigate D1. Let's open... Sorry, D9. Sorry, let's open D9. Let's get Bezdog in here. Let's move Leoth forward and out of the way. Bezdog, through you come. Come on, you chunky boy. Let's close D9. Let us open D13. 13. So it was one of these guys. Anything to gather? Nothing to gather here. In the knowledge that room 6 should now be clear, we are going to open D16 and have a look inside. There you go. Whatever was in here is now dealt with. The defense system has well and truly had him, which is excellent news. Makes my life a little bit easier. A different type of infestation, so at least 2 types of infestation. Let's gather all here. See what we get. Gathering fuel. 1 days of propulsion acquired for the reserve. Excellent. And a jump cell. 2 jump cells. Oh, the lottery. Fantastic. Right, so assuming that the last... Because we've been into this room, this room, this room, and we have scanned this room and this room. The third and final defense turret, I must assume, is in room 4. In the knowledge that room 4's had its defense turret activated, I can pretty safely open D11 and have an explore inside, as this should be where the final defense turret is. Okay, I was wrong. That is incredibly dangerous what I just did. Never mind. Okay, well, I'm guessing maybe room 7 has the final defense turret in. Oh, it's a good thing there was nothing in there, hey? That's grand news. Okay, well, let's go into this room then, D10. Let's open that one up. I'm guessing this room, yeah, there it is. D-Gorse. This room had the final turret in. Fantastic. Very well armed for a fucking refueling ship. Okay, let's see if we can get a different interface command. So let's open up D18. All hostiles appear to be dealt with at this point. Let's come down here and let's interface with this one. Do we get any different commands? Just defense and interface list. I was hoping maybe to get a ship scan. Other than that, we've gathered everything from in here apart from D7. So let's open up D8, let's open up D12 as well, and then let's navigate 1 to R2, and then let's get him to gather 1. Fantastic. So he's going to go through D8 to D12 to room 2 to gather all. We will open D7, and then we will navigate all to room 1. Fantastic. Get that gathered up. Navigate all home. Fantastic stuff. 1, 2, and 3 are pulling in. They do it at Bohemian Rhapsody formation, it looks like. See if 3 takes his place. Boo! Chucky, no! Fantastic. Right then. So that is it for now. Let's exit that. Locked up and ready to go. We've got everything that we needed. Plenty of guns on that ship, which is excellent. 2 pieces of J fuel, a piece of P fuel, and the stealth module is starting to deteriorate. Boo! Hiss. Fantastic. Right then, so that is it from me for this evening. We are 30 seconds from the 2-hour mark. I like trying to keep the VODs reasonably bite-sized so that people can consume the content with their eye sockets. So yeah, fantastic. Thanks everybody for tuning in. it'd be a pleasure to see you again if I'm playing this game, because holy shit, my wealth of knowledge, my man. It's I don't mind backseating. I think I've seen you in some videos before. Oh, maybe. Whatever the case, I'll be back. Have you heard of our Lord and Saviour, Soviet Womble? It is me, that man, the Englishman. Anyway, that's it. Probably Womble, more than likely. So yeah, that is it from me for the moment. I shall soar. Yeah, I'll see you all in the not too distant future. Tomorrow I should be in and on in the hopefully at 10 o'clock. But you know, he pulls a monka face. Q, you're both English. Oh yeah, nice one. I'll try and make 10 o'clock, but I sleep pretty heavy. I sleep like a dead man, like a corpse. So, you know, it may end up being early afternoon, depending on. So yeah, thanks everybody for tuning in today. I really love it. I love it. I love Duskers. It's really fucking good. I just don't play it enough. Don't play it enough. Sometimes it gets quite complicated. I do need to play it more. I'll add that to the list of games that I need to play. So yeah, in terms of who is on this evening, obviously I'm going to hopefully pass you on to somebody who is worth your time this fine eve. At the moment, let's see here. Catler Haddock is playing Kingdom Come Deliverance, which is not too bad. APL Fisher is currently doing Hunt Showdown, and Dinklebean is doing Grand Theft Auto 5. I think, in fact, we could do Henry. No, we could. I might pass you on to Smeagol for a change. I very rarely host Smeagol, so I might give Smeagol a visit. He is currently host Poet. Is Poet on? Mr. Poot? Poet. Poot. I cannot. Do you have his channel? Sorry, Elf. I don't have Poot's channel. Is that it? Is that Poot's channel? Super Friends TV. Do me a favour. Is that Poot? That's definitely Poot. Right then. Let's see here. Super Friends TV. He beat you to it. Right. Fantastic. Nice one. Let's copy that. And then, yeah, okay, so this is Poot. He's active in the sort of the Soviet Wombled circle, but he's a good friend of mine. I've been to the pub with him. He is a blue-haired bastard, I don't know. So, yeah, thanks everybody for tuning in. Hope to see you all tomorrow for some games, and I shall catch you on the flip side. So this is Mr. Poot playing some Minecraft. Do feel free to say hi. I wish you all the best, and I hope to see you again tomorrow for some more games. Take care, folks. Have a nice evening, and I'll see you soon. Bye-bye.